myself for 24 hours. How good is that? I got a hammock and a tarp to sleep in. Let's get on there and check it out. It's a very hard pedal. The kayak's fully loaded. That sou'wester really picked up. It's blowing me sideways, and luckily I invested in some dry bags, so everything should be dry hopefully. Alright, so we're on the island. Plan is, head up in the bush here, find a good spot for the hammock and the tarp. Get that set up before that weather changes, because I need to have some weather protection just in case for all my gear. Trusty old kayak getting me here. She's fully laden. Got bags in here, all my bins, the front of the hull here. She is packed with all sorts of gear. It's quite a thick hull too, so she's quite heavy in the front. I was a little bit worried, but performed actually quite well. If it wasn't for that swell, I think we wouldn't have got as wet. It is a little bit windy. It's meant to drop off later to 4 or 5 knots, so hopefully it does that. And the plan is to go for a bit of a night fish as well. I've got the surf caster and lots to explore on the island. I can't wait. Stay tuned. Alright, so as you would have just seen, I just found a nice little perfectly aligned trees there for the hammock to go between, and I've also got structure off the side for the tarp to tie to. There wasn't a lot of ideal areas in here. Most of it was too open, and any other good bits were on too much of a bank. So yeah, race down to the kayak, get all the rest of the gear, and then we'll get that hammock set up and the tarp. Shouldn't take too long. First time using this hammock, just a budget lightweight one, so I'm very intrigued to see how comfortable a night's sleep is, if I get a night's sleep. So the hammock's pretty straightforward. It's got a lashing. Go through there, like so. This won't cause any harm to the tree. Just like so, around like that. And because I've got a narrow gap, it's going to take up a bit of slack in this. Take that like that. Then we're going to take our loop. All we do is hook it over there, like so. And that's it, just like that. So as you can see, the hammock's up, pretty straightforward. This rope's off, and as you can see, it's also got the mosquito net, which I think will come in handy here. Just wrapped around the tree. Pretty straightforward, so I'm going to have a little hop in it. Just make sure I've got it adjusted right. And then we can set up the tarp above it and get the rest of the camp set up. And then we can do some exploring. Should we give the hammock a go? It may drop a little bit as it tensions up, so don't laugh if I end up on the ground. Oh mate, hey, this is shit hot. I'm already so comfy. Just get into the middle of it a bit. Wow, that is awesome. I don't know if you can see me in here. I'm a little bit low to the ground. I might just adjust it a little bit more. Get a bit more tension in there, and I think she's pretty good. I've also got my sleeping bag, so that's just going to keep me warm and insulate the damp coming from the ground. Since I'm quite low, hammocks are known to get quite damp on the base. It's a bit windy. And I've also got a bivvy bag, so the sleeping bag is inside the bivvy bag. If you don't know what a bivvy bag is, it's a survival bag. It's just a waterproof liner for a sleeping bag, or you can actually just sleep in this, but I think tonight will get a little bit chilly, so it's the first time using this bivvy bag and sleeping bag in the wild as well. Just this in, which way do I want to be sleeping? I think I'll sleep that way so I can wake up and see that beautiful bit of coastline. There's a hammock, sleeping bag in there. Nice little setup, got a little pocket for the phone with a torch. So I've got a 3 metre by 3 metre tarp here. And the plan is to set it up in a bit of a A-frame above the hammock. Hopefully it lines up right with some of these trees to tie it off. little bit of a pillow, not sure if I'll even need it. The hammock's quite comfy, I can just rest my head in there. Might I mention they're all nature hike items, so balling on a budget, but really good quality gear. Here's the chair, I'll set the stuff up right now so you can see. Nice and quick setup. There we go. Good little table and chairs. Campsite done. What's the time? A tiki tour around the campsite. Got my little portable shelving here, little broken off branch. Table and chairs. And under here we've got our hammock and my A-frame setup tarp. And the hammock is protected with a mosquito net as well. That is super comfy in there. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but I've got a beautiful view of the water down there. There we go, you can just see it down there. So yeah, this is going to keep me protected from all the weather. Hopefully I'll be warm and dry tonight. Got the sleeping bag in there. I think it's time for a bit of wandering around, checking out the island. I've got my microphone today, I'll be testing that out. So hopefully it makes the audio a little bit better. It's not plugged in right now, but I'll plug it in a second. Gonna have a look at some views up here. Look at this. Look at that. Big ledge. Right, so it's quite windy at the moment, so hopefully that audio is helping there. Check out this water. I must say it's a pretty surreal feeling knowing that you're the only person on an island. I can pretty much guarantee that. It's only a small island. What is that there? What on earth is that? Ah, this is these are from the oyster farm. Yeah, look at that. Washed up on the high tide up in the trees here. I'm going to continue on down to the point here, find myself a nice seat. I've got some little cheese and crackers here. I haven't eaten anything today, so I can't wait for that steak and chips. As you can see, I've got this big storage hatch at the front. That's coming ideal for my big 13-foot surf caster. One. Two. Just like that. Amazing what you can fit inside these kayaks that have the storage hull in them. Alright, so to show you the rig I'm using a long reach Black Magic rig. If you haven't used one of these before, you don't know how they work. They've got some floats on them, they've got a clip. So what you do is put your sinker on, you bait up your hook, and then there's a little plastic clip here. And what you do is you just clip your hook under there like so, just like that, once you got your bait on. And then what that's going to do is it's going to give you a nice streamlined rig to give you the maximum distance on your cast. You guys see that alright? So that bottom hook goes under that clip, and once you've casted, once it hits the water, it's going to impact the water and break away like so. So a great rig to improve your casting distance. And we just got a bit of squid which we're going to put on there, and I'll tie that on with a bit of bait cotton. Nice big bit on there. Go around a few times and then I'm going to tie that on. Well, this thing's this has been through the washing machine, so it's a bit buggered. It'll do though. If you don't use bait cotton, or if you don't know what it is, just tie your bait on, make it last a bit longer as it defrosts, and make it a bit harder for fish to grab it off the hook, make them have to strike a bit harder, and in turn hopefully improve your hookup rate. Alright, so there's a bit tied on there, just like that under that clip. Alright, let's go fishing. We're on, it fell over as well, so I won't be doing anything. It's only little. It's probably about, I don't know, 23 centimetre or something. But that was pretty quick, about 3 minutes. So they're definitely there. Let this bugger go. Off he goes. Oi. Oh, we'll keep trying. Alright, got a triple sabiki set up here. Hopefully take it some little yellow eyes, some Jack Max, pipers, what have you. See what we can do with that. Another little snapper by the look. Yep. Little snapper on the sabiki. Oh. Them then. That's a bit of fish. Might be a legal snap. Oh, that's a better one. There you go, nice little 40 centimetre or so East Coast snapper. Caught off the uninhabited island. I'm going to put him back because if I fillet him, it's way too much meat than I need. And I'd much prefer a little kawai or a couple of jack macs or some bait fish. So I'm going to put him back. Nice fish though. There you go. Go on, buddy. Go on. There he goes. Off he goes. Awesome. And he was caught on the right hand side of this little jack mac which I caught under the Auckland Harbour Bridge about 2 nights ago. So I'm going to chuck this bit on and see if we can get a bigger one. Kawai or a trevally would be awesome. There you go. Not bad, 20 minutes of fishing, pretty productive. Another little snapper. Oh, that was a bit of fun. I'm going to get on to dinner now. Steak and chips, deep fried chips with some sirloin from my local butcher. And then I think we'll come back down and do a bit of a night fish. Hopefully we get some bigger fish, that'll be awesome. Oh, alright, it's time for dinner. Right, so I just realised I left my little chopping board at home, but I did see a rock, nice flat rock down here. See if I can find it. Aha, gotcha. There it is. That's what I want, nice flat rock. Looks like it's someone's had a fire here many moons ago. It's going to be perfect. A little chopping board. I will sit this camera over here and you can steer down it there and you can watch me prep some stuff. A little chopping board. Right, in here I got a couple of potatoes, gas cooker stuff. There we go. And my oil. Prep these potatoes, simple as. Little bite-sized morsels. I've got to be careful of this knife because this is my new Victory knife which I got from work, so I just got to be careful. I don't want to hit that rock with it. Just chop these. Super sharp bloody filleting knife. Gas cooker. Oh, bloody hell, I need that bloody filleting board. It's alright, I know what I'm going to do. Go get some more rocks. Here's some I prepared earlier. You can go there. You can go there. You can go there. Sweet. All good. Mint. Nice and hot. oil. Don't need too much oil. Try to get it as level as possible. It's going to take a little while to boil. Get it cranked up. Alright, I think this oil, yep, oil is ready. Yee-hoo! Yum! I'm so hungry. Turn this off for a second. Woo. One emptied frying pan that took a while for them to cool down. I'm just going to put these in the hammock, and it's just going to keep them away from bugs and things. We're ready, we're ready. Woo. Some nice sirloin cuts from my local. This is aged as well. Listen to that sizzle. These are ready to flip. Oh, big paddle, big day. Had a big night last night as well with some other adventures. So I'm actually pretty knackered, but after dinner this will fuel me up for that night fish. I need to catch more bait though. I'm thinking I might keep a little bit of steak. Just to chuck on the sabikis even. Get me some more little yellow eyes or something. But yeah, it's a nice night ahead. The wind's going to drop. And hopefully this doesn't make too much noise in the night, keep me up, but I think I'm going to sleep well. That hammock's bloody good. Super comfy. Really comfy. And pretty cool having that mosquito net on there too. Woo! Get that fat crispy on the steaks there. I'm just going to chuck the chips back in just to give them a real quick fry, just to heat them back up a bit. Woo! Alright, that's enough. Dinner is served. Cannot wait to get into this. Steak and chips. But I'm glad I put those chips in there because it's got like the juice from the steaks. Oh my god. I say this every time, but you can't beat it. I think it's just being outdoors and cooking, and it's just something about it. Oh man, I wish I'd done more chips now. Check them out. Steak's a little overdone, but not too worried. As long as I'm fed. It's gonna be a bit hard to cut with this bamboo bloody knife. Bloody bear it. Crispy as. Alright, that's enough to be blabbered on. Food's finished, I'm going to keep that for bait. Sirloin steak from Westmere Butcher. Wonder what that'll go like. Might get us a big bloody kingy or something. I wish. It's a nice hot arvo. As you can see behind me, you might be able to, I've made 2 temporary little rod holders out of little sticks that have a bit of a Y split and kind of like a boomerang. So that's my makeshift rod holders, and I'm going to try this last bit of steak and see if we get any action. I reckon the snappers are just going to go nuts over this. On as well. Shit. Little sabiki rod. Got the Stratic 5000 on it. It's got a big reel. Go 2 at once. 2 little bubba snappers at once. Off they go back. Well, as you can tell, it's getting pretty dark now. It's just gone about 7:30. I managed to get a little yellow-eyed mullet, just a little one, and I've got the whole thing out on the surf caster. It's just had a hit, probably got stripped off, I would say. See that flashing there? When it gets a bite, it goes green. It'll be handy later. But so far, just heaps of little snaps. But I'm going to go get some torches. I'm going to get a torch going up there so I can see, because it's in the dense bush. And yeah, what a beautiful afternoon. She's pretty dark up here in the bush. I think we've got a fish on. Yep. Not a bad snapper, I don't think it's illegal. There's a bit of current now, so nice colours on them. I'll put him back. Take you down there with me, I think. Go, buddy, go. There he is. What's he doing? He's going. There he goes. What have we got here? What have we got? He might have a bit more grunt, but he's He's nearly half the size of that other fella. Beautiful colours, look at that. Beautiful. Put this fella back. Hey everyone, back up at the camp now. Got about 12 undersized snappers, and starting to get a bit chilly, so I'm gonna hit the sack. Yeah, I thought I'd add in a little shot of me in the hammock. Can't see much, but yeah, she's pretty cozy. I've had to take my jumper off. Got the bivvy bag and the sleeping bag and the tarp above us here. Try to get it nice and tight so it doesn't make a whole heap of noise. So the wind's meant to be pretty good during the night. Pretty soothing listening to that tide. It's starting to come in now. So yeah, see you in the morning. I'm still in the hammock. Sun's about to pop up. Unfortunately, the wind has changed, so it's going to pick up around 9:30 to 12 knots. So I might have to cut the trip early just to get across, because yeah, it's going to be a bit dodgy. See how we go. We've still got time to cook breakfast and we can have a fish on the way in. Good morning everyone. Just going to go check out this sunrise. I might go down to this better spot. It was a pretty good night's sleep, to be honest. I did wake up a few times, just on the high tide, the waves crashing. But surprisingly, no wildlife. Haven't even heard birds. The odd seagull. So I had a really good sleep. Thumbs up for the hammock. That's awesome. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit colder and wake up with a bit of a sore back, but it was actually really good. Just over this peak here, spin the camera around for you. There we go. The sun's going to break up. It's actually pretty overcast today. Beauty. Alright, bricky time. Got some eggs. Got some French stick cut up into small bits. I'm going to mix the egg up, chuck them in it, pan fry them. Yum. But I forgot the maple syrup. The main ingredient. Whisker. We have ignition. Right, now we can chuck our bread in the egg mix. All I need to do, chuck a couple in at a time, just like that. See, they're nice and soaked up all that egg, and then in the frying pan. It should be nice and hot. Time to flip them. Ooh, yum. Yummy. Right, these guys are done now. Look at that. Yum. Man, I wish I had brought that maple syrup. It's all good though, it's still going to be yummy. Here you go, French toast. Just French stick bread, dipped in egg for a little bit, let it soak through, pan fry with a bit of butter. Alright, so the plan for the morning, finish this brekkie. I'm going to start packing up everything, get the kayak loaded, and we'll be off. Alright everyone, that's it. I'm out of here. Kayak's loaded. It's a bit lighter than it was before, but it's still a bit heavy, and the conditions have just dampened down, which is pretty nice. It's pretty flat out here. So I'm going to head off. See you later, little island. It's been great, but it's time to go home. Well, almost back on dry land. Hey, if you're still watching now, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Plenty more of this kind of stuff to come. Looking forward to it. Hope you are as well. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, which will just be down here somewhere. And give the video the thumbs up. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care. See you later.